crayons made of? Well, that's easy. Crayons are made of paraffin wax and they're mixed with dyes. Paraffin wax is a colorless, soft solid from petroleum, coal, or oil shale. Word dates back to 1644 from chalk and the Latin word creta, which means earth. Combining wax and colors goes all the way back to the ancient Egyptians. They used beeswax and mixed it with pigment to draw on rocks. It was called encaustic painting. Modern crayon originated in the late 1800s to the early 1900s. And most famous is Crayola, invented by Edwin and Alice Bruni in 1903. But just make sure you don't leave your crayons outside on a hot day. Paraffin wax melts at 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Another thing that does not like being outside on a really hot day is a polar bear, which has an internal temperature of, you guessed it, 99 degrees Fahrenheit. So please don't stick any crayons in any live polar bears. They'll be mad and it'll melt on top of that. Polar bears can mostly be found in the Arctic Circle and can be found as far south as Newfoundland. They are known as a marine mammal. Now, what's interesting about them is they're the only marine mammal that has prototypical legs, as we know it, that allows them to walk and travel great distances over land. Other examples of marine mammals are seals, whales, dolphins, porpoises, manatees, and walruses. The polar bear mainly eats ringed and bearded seals. It uses its amazing smell to find the seal's breathing holes, where it waits for up to several hours before the seal surfaces and the bear grabs it and crushes the seal's skull with its powerful jaws. The polar bear has the world's 8th most powerful bite at 1,235 pounds per square inch. Just to let you know, a human bite's average is 162 psi. Speaking of psi, Love You. It was a huge hit for the Beatles, one of its first, along with Love Me Do. But did you know that P.S. I Love You and Love Me Do were the only two songs that were originally released without Ringo Starr on the drums? Andy White, a session drummer from Glasgow, Scotland, sat in and played drums for the Beatles. Ringo was relegated to the maracas on P.S. I Love You and the tambourine on Love Me Do. But Ringo, along with all the other Beatles, all came from Liverpool, England. The name Liverpool was probably derived from Leafair Pole, which means money pool in Old English. Liverpool began as a tidal pool off the River Mersey. Speaking of tidal pools, they are some of the most hostile and interesting ecosystems on Earth. Tidal pools are basically puddles or pools left on rocks and land as the tide recedes, and then they are completely submerged as the tide comes in. Life can be rough in this environment as organisms are exposed to air and then submerged underwater every day as the tides rise and fall. Many of the creatures that live here have devised incredible survival techniques. One creature that can be found in a tidal pool, which has devised an incredible yet horrific survival tactic, is the sea cucumber. The sea cucumber, when in duress, will expel its entrails, allowing its predator to snack on its guts while it slowly escapes. What's even more amazing is that the sea cucumber's innards will regenerate in a few days. My God! Speaking of cucumbers, did you know that cucumbers are part of the same botanical family as melons, like watermelons and cantaloupe? Cucumbers have many healthy benefits. They fight inflammation, they contain numerous antioxidants, they can freshen your breath when placed on the roof of your mouth, and even contain several B vitamins which are known to help ease stress and feelings of anxiety. And the last thing that will connect us to the beginning of this video, cucumbers are great when left unpeeled at cleaning crayons off your walls. That's it. Have a great one. See you next week.